let's keep it 100. We not messing with any pumpkin pie.
Absolutely
Sweet potato
not.
all day.
All day, every day.
All
anyway.
day, okay? And if y'all don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
If you don't know, you better go find out about that sweet potato pie.
That's right.
Okay.
So that brings us to what we're talking about today, actually.
Yeah, you know, it's October and the holidays are coming.
Welcome. This is For Better and Worth,
The podcast where we don't believe you have to sacrifice your relationship while you grow and build your net worth.
We are your hosts.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Ericka Young, and we're so glad you're joining us today.
All right, y'all, let's get into it.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I am doing great.
Awesome. Me too. And
I feel like I'm always like, I am doing great.
When are you not doing good?
I don't know. I try to be in a pretty upbeat mood most of the times, you know, but I think I'm not doing great when we come home and the dog has like been freaking out.
Oh,
that's not a great moment. I'd be like, dude, chill out.
Yeah, he's anxious. He has anxiety when we leave. He's very attached to his parents. Okay.
Yeah, he attached to you, for sure.
I said his parents, both of us. Because he doesn't get anxious if you're home and I'm gone. So it's, one of us, if we're not here, he's like...
Okay, we've already had this conversation.
I know. You brought it up. I'm just saying, it wasn't me.
I generally am in a good mood.
So the dog affects your mood?
Minimally.
Praise the Lord. You know what? That's amazing. And this is being recorded.
Let no dog change my mood.
That ain't what you just said. Anywho, glad you're in a good mood. And I think your mood is going to get better because it's fall.
And yeah, fall is my favorite season, first of all.
Mine too.
Because I like, light jacket, sweater, quarter zip wet. That's my season.
Do you know why fall is my favorite season?
Why?
I mean, I think you know.
Yeah. I forgot for a split second.
What is it?
It's pumpkin spice season.
Yes! Oh my gosh! I love pumpkin spice.
Oh my
everything.
God. Yeah, you like, here's the top.
I mean,
over the top.
Honestly, I'm not eating it every day. I'm not drinking pumpkin spice.
That's true.
However, I am looking for it every week.
You got pumpkin spice candles. You got the little pumpkin spice air freshener in your car. No, I ain't gonna lie though.
It smells delicious.
Every time I get in your car, I'm like, man, it smells good in here.
Smells delicious. Now, I love everything pumpkin except pumpkin pie.
Yeah, now we won't mess around with that.
No, I like the pumpkin bars, the pumpkin lattes, the pumpkin spice cake,
pumpkin bread.
Oh, all of it.
But let's keep it 100. We not messing with any pumpkin pie.
Absolutely
Sweet potato
not.
all day.
All day, every day.
All
anyway.
Day, okay? And if y'all don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
If you don't know, you better go find out about that sweet potato pie.
That's right.
Okay.
So that brings us to what we're talking about today, actually.
Yeah, it's October and the holidays are coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're the first, I say it's not a real holiday, but the first unofficial holiday to me is Halloween.
Yeah, I think we don't really acknowledge it very much because we have never really been Halloween people. That's not our jam.
But what's funny is some people, Halloween is like their jam.
It is everything.
They had Halloween parties and they go all out with the decorations. It just, I'll probably give candy out, but it ain't my jam. And the last few Halloweens, it's been like cold and rainy or different stuff. And I'd be like, here, take this candy and get out of here.
We were hoping that the kids would take all our candy in about 45 minutes.
Right. I was giving kids like a bunch, like, here, take this. Here.
And I hate it when the kids come up and they ask for more. Like, will you give them some or they take a few?
You get what you get.
And then they come back, can we get more? Because he got 5 pieces and I got 4. No, get out of here, Rugrat.
Or when they don't say,
thank you, or trick or treat.
Yeah, I'd be like, tricks.
I'm going to need y'all, listen, these kids, if you going to come begging for candy, you better beg right, okay?
So for us, like, the holidays are coming. We not talking about Halloween.
Yeah, we talking about Thanksgiving first.
Right. Yeah, because we have to put Thanksgiving in its proper place.
We always think people skip over Thanksgiving, like because the stores put up Christmas stuff
before Thanksgiving.
And I know there's not a lot of Thanksgiving decorations.
Yeah, but it's kind of like embrace fall, harvest. Before you
the bounty,
before you just go Santa Claus and Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman, like before you get all that, acknowledge Thanksgiving, give thanks.
Yeah,
people.
Give thanks to God. I know Thanksgiving has its own history that is suspect, but give thanks to God for being here, for having food on your table, because frankly, not everybody does.
Yeah, and when I think about like November and Thanksgiving, it puts us in the holiday mood because we save all year for, Christmas. We have a Christmas fund. We just put money away. And in November, they put that money back into my checking account.
They deposit it automatically. Like, we know you about to go shopping, so here you go.
And so we have been planning all year. And people know Christmas comes at the same time every year, but somehow people tend to forget that Christmas is December 25th.
Yeah, we don't do a good job of planning. And I think...
No. We do a good job of planning.
Okay, people in general don't do a good job of planning because throughout the year, you got all these other competing priorities, And so, although it's a fun, exciting time, a lot of times we're not prepared.
Yes. And then, kids nowadays, man, I don't know. Like, our kids weren't asking. We had girls, and they weren't asking for, like, video game systems and all this different stuff, because kids nowadays, man, I'll be seeing what kids get for Christmas. Like, I was thinking about buying myself a PS5 until they said it was like $600. I was like, whoa, big fella.
Roll back.
$600. And it comes with one controller?
Let's see what we're not going to do.
Right. Then I got to buy another controller. Then I got to buy games. I was like, you know what? I barely even have time to play. So I'm not making a $900 investment to play, periodically. So you think about kids getting like PS5s and multiple games and controller.
In the pandemic, you were a gamer.
So okay, so let's roll back. When COVID hit, I actually went and bought my first. Well, this was my second Xbox. I had one of the very first ones that I won when it first came out. I won it through work. I played for a while, then got rid of it. But the pandemic, I actually did go buy an Xbox and some games, and that was kind of
it was therapy.
That was my stress relief, because I would go, and I like the open world games, and I would go and I would play my game, and it was fun. It was a way to escape what was going on in reality. So it was a fun thing to do. But now I barely play because I don't have time. I'm on the move. I'm on the go. Got things going.
In the pandemic, Arthur was a part of our family. We knew if we didn't know where Dad was, he was playing with Arthur. Okay.
Hold on. I don't like the way that sounds. I was playing the video game. Okay. Played my Red Dead Redemption. Arthur is the main character. So
yeah, and so we knew.
Don't be hating on Arthur.
I'm not hating on Arthur. Was sharp. Arthur was a man of the people.
Arthur was a menace.
He was he fought for justice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it was funny because
we liked Arthur.
I could create, like, he could be either good or bad, And
you would be an antagonizer, because that would be the word. Antagonize, or what was the other word?
I mean, it would be, you could greet a character or antagonize.
And you would choose antagonize.
Sometimes I would antagonize him, just go start trouble.
I'm glad you just did it in the video.
Yeah, I'm not an antagonizer in real life.
I mean, sometimes you are.
Well,
with the dog.
I don't antagonize him.
Uh-oh. Well, sometimes you do me.
Antagonize is you intentionally go and you agitate.
Oh, that's me all day. You don't think you antagonize me?
Well, you my wife. I mean, I'm supposed to antagonize you a little bit.
He admits it without admitting it.
Wait till the camera off today.
Oh, it's on now. It's on now. It's on now. But let's get back to planning for the holidays. So yes, we do on a regular basis save every single month a certain dollar amount. And how we started this is because one year we added up how much we spent for Christmas, and we divided that by 12 and just said, all right, let's
make this easy for ourselves.
Yes. And I haven't looked it up this year yet to see what people spent in 2023. Yeah. But usually I do. And it was about $1,000 to $1,200. But this includes decorations, family
Christmas
photos, all that in addition to
gifts
and things. And a lot of people, those are hidden expenses, I think, that people don't consider, like the wrapping paper and the gifts for the teachers and things like that.
And we've adjusted it over the years because we will say, okay, this is what we have and this is what we're going to spend. But then we will go over. And so we said, okay, to prevent from going over and overspending for the holidays, we need to plan this into the budget for the following year. And so we would adjust what we were saving. And we've done that, at different times. And I think another thing that we do, which I think people would be smart to do, is set a spending limit per person.
Yeah.
Because like we had, 2 kids. So we would say, okay, we're going to spend this much on each kid. We're going to spend this much on each other. And extended family members that we were going to purchase gifts for. We kind of set spending limits. And then we would just find gifts that were within that limit. And with the kids, we wouldn't exceed, that what we set for them. And I think that's what helped keep us on track and keep us on budget, because the holidays, the holidays is 2 things. It's the season that people are the most depressed, and it's the season that people are the most happy.
Yeah. Because it's a big divide.
Yes, because people have loved ones that they've lost or relationships that have passed on, and they're sad because of those losses. But then on the flip side, people are super happy because it's just a festive time of year. It's celebratory, and I know I'm always in a good mood in the holiday season. I get time off from work, so I'm chilling.
It's spiritual. It's connecting you, not just with God, but with others around you. And I think it gives you a different perspective than you have the rest of the year. I think sometimes people don't want to be real technical. And I think, like you said, we think about who we're buying for and how much we're going to spend on them. We write a list. We literally have a tab on our budget that shows everyone's name, the potential amount, and then the total.
Actuals.
Yeah, and the actuals and the total that we're going to spend so that we know that we're going to stay on target. And if anything seems to fall outside of that, it's got to come out of the normal budget, not the holiday budget. And so I think that's a really good practice, is to consider who in your life you want to give something to. And you know what I find interesting? A lot of couples don't buy each other gifts. Did you know
that? I didn't know. How's that possible?
They don't care. They give a lot of times this happens when they have little kids and they want to give everything to the kids.
I know you all have challenged with me just because I'm a tough gift buyer.
Yeah, you're picky.
Yeah,
let's talk about it. You got high-end taste.
It's the holidays and everything is on sale.
And so you buy what you want for yourself. So then I'm like,
you all have to tell me, hey,
last year I got you a back scratcher in your stocking because I was like, this dude is hard to purchase for. Okay. Now, I bought you a gift. I got you a gift.
You guys do good. You do good. But it's funny when you all like, look, if you're thinking about buying it, don't.
The kids say, Dad, don't buy yourself anything for the next 30 days. Okay, give us a chance.
Tell us all the stuff you were thinking about buying yourself. I think it's just funny, because, it says it's more blessed to give than to receive. And so I'm always focused on, giving you all things.
No, when it's on sale, that's the problem with the holidays, is because it's all on sale, we want to buy stuff for ourselves that we've been wanting.
Yes, that's true.
And this year, for us, our big gift, if you would call it that we're already planning to buy a couch if it goes on sale to the extent we want it to. That's not necessarily holiday, but you think about those purchases during Black Friday or Thanksgiving because it's going to be deeply discounted.
We said we weren't buying this couch and love seat until Black Friday. I was like,
because we added that joker up. Listen, we added it up. We was like, wait a minute.
Furniture is not cheap.
I'm not interested in paying this amount, although this is what I want.
I was like, when they told me that I was like, woo. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I need an SBA loan.
No, but you know what? This is a really good lesson. This is a good lesson because we could buy the couch today full price.
Yes, we have the money.
But we are choosing not to spend the money because it's going to come out of our emergency fund.
And this is not an emergency.
It's not an emergency. And it's above what we want to spend.
Yes.
So we could buy it, but we're just delaying gratification. Mm-hmm. It's not necessary that we have it for Christmas or anything like that. And I think that's part of what gets people stuck.
Learn people, because like we could buy the stuff and not miss a beat. But it's like, well, hold on. First of all, we set a spending limit, and this is almost double our spending limit. So I was like, I'm not comfortable with that, first of all. And it's not that important or that serious. I mean, we're going to do it at some point, but I'm willing to wait and delay, like you said, gratification to see if I can get a better price. And that gives me time to look around, too, and see if I can find an alternate that I would be just as happy with. But I don't think that's how most people operate.
Right.
And in the holiday season, sometimes I think people be like, all bets are off.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out after the holidays are over, when the credit card bill comes, which if you know Christmas is December 25th, instead of using a credit card, you should have been planning all along.
And right now, technically, you have at least 2 months to prepare for Christmas itself. And if you celebrate any other holidays, Hanukkah, if you celebrate Kwanzaa, whatever
Rosh
it is.
Hashanah.
I mean, all the things, right? They're coming. And if it involves gift giving, start now. Right. Give yourself 2 months, at least several paychecks.
Yes.
If you haven't been saving throughout the year. I think that is wise. Your mother did something cool. I mean, it's not as readily available today. But throughout the holidays, I remember you talking about the stuff that she would do in order to prepare and have what you wanted for the holidays. You remember what that was?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
Layaway.
Oh, yeah.
She used it all the time.
My mom, she didn't play. She put our school clothes in layaway. She would put Christmas gifts in layaway. And I don't even know if places still have layaway.
I don't know if they do. But your layaway, again, could be just setting aside dollars or buying it throughout the year.
That'd be interesting. I'm going to ask places. Yeah. I'm curious to know.
TJ Maxx and Ross, they used to have layaway. I remember places like that, they used to have it. Sure, like Sears, Macy's.
What's funny is I wonder how many people listening are like, layaway, what
is that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. No, you got to get the thing you wanted. They would set it aside for you and you would make payments on it until it was paid for, and then you could take it.
And I almost wish we would go back to layaway.
Yeah.
When I was out looking at furniture, that furniture store has layaway.
Stop.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because there's one furniture store we go to, but we're looking at furniture at another store. And there's a saleswoman there, and I always just send her a text like, hey, I'm looking for such and such. And then she tries to find it and sends me pictures before I go in. And I went in looking at furniture. The one day you couldn't go with me, and I went and I looked, and she was talking about how she had a young lady who was, 19 or 20, and she was buying some of her first furniture. And she put it on layaway for a year.
Wow.
And they were like, why'd you let her do that for that long? And
so this was not common practice.
Well, I don't know if a year was, but I think some of her bosses, because she don't get paid until the item is fully paid for. And she said, well, I don't care. I'll get paid eventually. And the girl paid it off, but it took a year. And I was like, layaway. I hadn't heard layaway in
a long time. It makes sense for furniture. It
makes sense, but I'm curious now if there's other layaway.
Well, now it's same as cash, right? They'll allow you to make payments on something, but you already have it in hand.
Yeah, but they banking on you missing that first payment.
Exactly.
Not paying it in full, then it's like, boom, all that interest from the previous year is due.
I challenge listeners, if they have historically put their holiday spending on a credit card, to plan this year to do it differently.
Yeah.
Because it is a very different experience, one, knowing that it's coming out of your account, and two, that when the holidays are over, you don't have anything following you into the new year. You don't have that
post-holiday anxiety coming in the mail.
Exactly, a holiday hangover. How about we avoid a holiday hangover this year? Like, give you the opportunity to see what it would look like to not have that. Because I've seen finagling, I'm not going to pay this bill. Or, my mother, she was great. My mother is an awesome gift giver. She gives good gifts and very thoughtful, I would say. But I remember as a kid, it would be last minute. My mother, her birthday is Christmas Eve, and she would spend her birthday or a couple of days before shopping and then wrapping the gifts and making sure they were under the tree. So on Christmas, she slept in because she was tired.
Boy, that's stressful in and of itself.
It is. It's last minute. It means that you just haven't thought about it ahead of time, or the money was funny until right before the holiday.
That's not how we operate. And I think this is a good exercise for couples because, like you said, it's early October. People have the opportunity to sit down and say, right now, hey, Christmas is coming, like you said. And how are we going to address it? Like, if you haven't planned for it already, how are you going to address it? And I think it's a good exercise because couples can decide how much they're going to spend, where the money's going to come from, and start making those plans in preparation now. Because when I think about what you're talking about and people waiting to the last minute doing that, that drive me crazy. First of all, because, Christmas Eve, everything gone.
Yeah.
You can't get the stuff you want.
True.
And I know
you remember the Elmo craze?
I remember.
My gosh.
A few crazes with
people
kids.
Were serious business about getting these daggone silly
Tickle Me Elmo.
Elmo. They would be in line. They would be fighting over this stuff. I was like, it is never that deep.
I think about our holiday season now, and by Christmas Eve, we have wrapped presents over, the month of November into December.
I like seeing gifts under the tree. Yeah. I actually want to enjoy the way that it looks because it's beautiful. And if you don't have it done, then you can't enjoy.
Oh, we got a new Christmas tree this year, so that's gonna be interesting. But we got to tell you, we waited until after Christmas and got the 65% off Christmas tree.
At that time, it was an impulse purchase though, because we didn't plan to buy that Christmas tree.
It was, but
it's beautiful.
It's funny. I went to our neighbor's house because I was helping him put his new tree away, which he bought some gigantic tree that was in 4 boxes. 77-year-old man buying a 15-foot tree. I was like, dude, this tree is gigantic. And he was replacing a gigantic tree. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got it 50% off. I was like, well, hold on. What you do? And this was I think this was a $3,000 Christmas tree. That's what's crazy. $3,000 Christmas tree still pay I think he paid $1,100 for a Christmas tree. I was like, Jesus.
That's a lot.
But that forced me to go and start saying, well, look, I'm going to go see what I can get. And we went and got a beautiful tree.
Wasn't it the last tree? Wasn't ours the last of that kind? I think
it was the last one like that.
Yeah,
and, because they didn't have a box and they had to figure it all out. But but we got a beautiful tree nonetheless.
But I just
I had to say that we got it after the season at a significant discount. So we don't play about this money.
We don't. And we're serious business. And I'm starting to think now that you're talking about the tree, I'm like, ooh, maybe this year I want to put it up before Thanksgiving.
Oh. Ooh, that's fine. I thought you started thinking now I gotta get some different decorations with it. I'm sure you're gonna get some accents to go with it. But over the years, because we go and shop after the holiday, that's when we get all of our new Christmas decorations when they're 60, 70% off.
So we have purple, we have blue, we have gold, we have silver, we have red, we have green,
turquoise,
all the different bulbs. So we just talk about.
And then we have what is it? Silver and gold.
Yeah,
like,
so we're like,
compliment.
Which one do we want this year, guys? Like, let's think about what color we want, so we can. And we've done all of it. All of it was purchased after the holiday.
Yes.
So literally on December 26th or the days thereafter, we are out looking to see what's on sale, what's beautiful, what can we get to complement. Now, I haven't done that in a few years because we have so much.
We got enough.
But
I think the point is that you can enjoy the holidays and not have it be stressful, like worried about, buying gifts, giving gifts, if you plan appropriately. And because the holidays are coming, there's no time like planning right now. And even making a decision that going into next year, starting like in January, you're going to start your planning for Christmas then by setting up, a deposit into a separate fund, for Christmas, because we know it's going to come. And you want to give to your kids and your family, or some people just like to give gifts. Maybe you're going to be making cookies or you're going to be baking, but you got to account for that, because Betty Crocker is not free.
She ain't cheap. So I'm curious, do you feel like you would enjoy a gift that is non-monetary?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like an experience or...
I love experiences. And at this point in my life, like you said, the good and the bad is like I typically buy what I want.
Yeah, the man who's hard to purchase for.
Right. So gift-wise, it's kind of like you guys do a good job of finding things that are suitable and appropriate.
Although I've had my fair share of gifts given to you that were taken back because...
Well, that was years ago. That was like the early decade.
I mean, some of it has been recent, because...
What did I take back?
We ain't got to talk about it.
Yeah, you feeling a certain kind of way about it.
I mean, just a little bit. I'm just saying. So I did say that I was going to stop buying you gifts.
Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. I'm going to buy myself stuff and wrap it up. Oh, man, who got me this?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, you shouldn't have.
I probably won't stop buying you gifts, but...
I'm opening up a new pair of J's. Oh, man, who ordered these Jordans?
Wow. You know what? I'll bet that's going to happen, too.
Who got these Dunks?
I'm
so happy.
You know what? Send me a picture of the exact ones you want.
Well, look, that's what we have started doing.
We have. Our kids started this for us. They made
Pinterest.
They made Pinterest boards and also Excel worksheets.
Yes. So now we have taken Christmas to a new level because we have a family shared Pinterest account, and we will all put what it is you want, put it on Pinterest.
Is it materialistic to do that?
I don't know. Look. I feel like I love giving a good gift.
Yeah.
And there is nothing like giving somebody exactly what they want.
I agree with you.
If you can afford to do that.
I absolutely agree with you.
So I actually appreciate the Pinterest board.
Well, you got to make one for me this year.
I make one every year.
I know. I'm just saying because I was about to opt out.
Why? With me?
Yes.
I know it was tough last year.
Yeah.
I didn't do very well last year. But, I did put things on there the year before, and you got me one of those exact things, and I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. And you saw how happy I was. It was a pair of sunglasses. And then, I won't go into that story about them sunglasses.
Anyway.
But that was exactly what I wanted. And I just like giving gifts. I don't think it's materialistic. I think the holidays have become commercialized and it's all about giving gifts and stuff like that. But we understand the meaning behind the season. And I think it's the heart behind it that we are excited to give gifts to one another to show love towards one another. And like I said, I just like to have the Pinterest because then I think the kids done went kind of, they done went overboard.
They be extra.
They be like putting like $1,000 worth of stuff on here. And I'd be like, I'm not buying all this.
The problem and the blessing is that their birthdays are closer. Like they're in this fall season. So like when they put it together, their list.
It's like birthday, Christmas.
Yeah. It's like y'all could choose from all of this for both of these things. Right. And,
Which Which when you start to have adult children, unfortunately they don't have children of their own, so they'll still be getting gifts. But even when they have kids, I'm still gonna probably give everybody gifts.
Yeah, you like to be Santa.
Yeah, it's like hope.
Sometimes I feel like you want to be Daddy Warbucks, like
Just sometimes, But that's because I love my kids, I love my family, and if it's those things that make you guys happy, I love to do it.
It's fun to open gifts. Last year we were able to open gifts with our nieces, which was kind of cool, and
that was wild.
It was wild having little people in the house.
Man, we haven't had little kids like this, and y'all just.
They all over the place.
You open this, give them through it to the side.
I know.
To the next thing.
I haven't been there in 20 years. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy.
It was.
I need to go in another room.
But it was fun.
It's anxiety inducing.
I even give our dog a gift. He gets a new bone or something. He's so cute. Anyway, but the other thing is that you can be strategic about giving too. Like our church, we all usually have an additional
giving
Sunday where we get a chance to bless the community in a big way. And so if you plan ahead, then you actually have the opportunity to participate in things like that are important to you versus not being able to participate because
we plan for that as well, because there's a lot of organizations in the community that they go and the church is a blessing to. And so we participate in that because there's nothing like blessing the community that is giving to people that are in various situations.
Yeah.
So it's always, if your heart is to give, I think there's always a way to do it.
And we've also adopted a family. We also have donated, like coats for kids and things like that. And it's hard to, when you plan for it, it makes it so much easier to feel great about what it is that you're up to.
I think this could also be a pitfall for couples, because like we're talking about all this stuff that we choose to do, but people could feel like they're obligated to do this stuff, and they feel bad because financially, if they couldn't do it, and then they go beyond their limitation to try and do it. So I think the advice I would say to people who are listening and couples who are figuring it out, like, don't go beyond your limitation. That's why it's so important to have that conversation and the discussion around how will we approach the season? How will we give? Because at the heart of everything, you got to keep your overall plan and goals and objectives in mind. Because I don't want people who are on a debt-free journey to go further into debt because they're trying to keep up with what they see other people doing, or they're trying to do some things that are outside of their limitation.
Yeah.
Because like even with us purchasing that furniture, though we can purchase it and then not change the course of our lives, we still were like, wait a minute, let's hold on. This is more than we were going to budget for. So now we take a step back and start to reevaluate, okay, is this really what we want to do? Is it worth it? We ask ourselves those questions. Is it worth it?
I think the other thing is, just because it's a good idea doesn't mean that it's a great idea for you, right? So I think that knowing what it is that you desire is really, really important. And because I'm thinking about this, I think the one thing about making it worth it right now, for couples in particular, a lot of times they're not on the same page about how much they want to spend or who they want to give to and that kind of thing. And that wrestle can be challenging. And I think take that conversation a step further, one, without judgment, about differing opinions, and also understand why this is so important to each other. Because if you don't understand why, then you're not going to get to the real heart of the matter. You're just going to point fingers and say that's silly or that's dumb or that doesn't make sense. But I think that you need to ask the question, why is this important? What makes this a high priority for you? And then if it's that important, maybe you don't have to do it at this high level. Maybe you can do it like we've given away 5 or 6 coats, for instance, for a donation for Coats for Kids.
Well, maybe we do that. Yeah, I do that through work.
Maybe it's one coat.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's an experience that you give, or you watch somebody's kids as the gift to them. Maybe you think outside the box on what it is that you want to do. Giving doesn't always have to involve money. And I think that that's the thing that you can get to the heart of is, why is this important? what makes the holidays so awesome? How can you come into alignment? If you don't understand those things, then you might not get on the same page financially. And I think that's a key in making it worth it. What about you?
Yeah. You know, you asked me about experiences, and I remember, like, for one Father's Day, the kids gave me, they took me to F1 racing, and we all went.
That was fun.
And we did that.
Although I didn't do it because I can't do that no more.
Right. Me and the kids were in there like
I was getting seasick looking at y'all.
Right. But that was an experience that they gave me as a gift, which I really appreciated because it gave me, I like cars. I like, going fast and stuff like that. But then I was able to spend time with all of us. And that meant a lot to me as a gift. And I think, whatever level you're at, enter the holiday season with the mindset that you are going to enjoy your family, your friends. If you get time off from work, you're going to enjoy that season. And I think that makes it worth it right there. No matter where you're at, give gifts according to your ability and don't feel guilty if you can't, buy these big things or, I think there's so many ways to give people meaningful gifts. Mm-hmm. And so wherever you're at, whatever level, enjoy that level and give to that level the best of your ability.
Don't let the culture, the climate, or the promotions and sales get you sucked in. I think it's important to, know who you are and what it is that you're capable of beforehand.
I feel like that's how you make it worth it, because to me the holidays is an opportunity to reset before you go into the new year. You can finish the year like having fun and enjoying your family, have some time off from work to relax, and then you reset for, January 2nd when you get back to work and get in it. So whatever level you at, enjoy that level and not be influenced by others. So I'm looking forward to fall, and the holiday season because it's going to be great.
And some more pumpkin spice. I might have to do a chai tonight, a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, we should get something while we out. We go out somewhere.
So, that sounds like the perfect thing today.
Right. Well, until next time.
We're out.
Thank you for spending some of your time with us today.
We appreciate all of your support. So be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen to this podcast.
You can find us on Instagram at For Better and Worth.
And sign up to receive our free guide, The 7 Reasons Your Money Relationship Isn't Working with Your Partner, on ForBetterandWorth.com.
Until next time, we're out of here.